I've got an agenda here which sets out the main points we're covering. There's a second part of the agenda just coming up, just to say that there's a lot of detail in my slides, and I would hope that you could use this agenda as a kind of index to guide you to find the things you want to look at if you want to go back and look at things afterwards. So the slides are a useful aid memoir. I'm not obviously going to cover all the detail in the slides, which would A, be boring, and B, take too long. So I hope you'll find that useful to refer to, and that this will be a valuable index. Don't forget that you also have a jargon buster, my single sheet of A4, which sets out my jargon. There's so much jargon here to get your teeth into. So all the acronyms and abbreviations are on a separate sheet. So we're coming to, first of all, a recap of some key principles. Then we're going to go on to some key things about 5MLD, the Fifth Money Laundering Directive registration. And then the big section 3, which covers all the exclusions, or the main ones. And I will give you some guidance on what is excluded from the need to register, and then finish with a few practice points. If you've got old files, what do you do about those old files? Well, I've touched upon the issue about files coming across your desk, but there are cases where there are no funds and there may be no ongoing file, and the client may say, well, why should I do this? Why should I pay for this registration? And the answer is because it's the law. It may not be primary legislation, it's only secondary legislation, but it is still the law. So clients must comply. And if a client refuses to pay for registration work, then I think you should advise your trustees to consider retiring as trustees. If it's your firm who are the trustees, you should consider retiring as trustee. But please, ladies and gentlemen, please always keep in mind this is AML legislation. It's anti-money laundering. When does the refusal to register become an AML offence? When is it not somebody just being a bit difficult about paying those fees, but actually this is an AML offence and they really do not want to disclose something because there's something they are trying to hide? And protect yourself if you get into that situation.